Alright, welcome back to another PvP pet battle video. This is Linica, and today I'm going to be doing a Gone Wildin video using only wild-caught pets found in Kalimdor. These are all going to be pets that are eligible to be used in the tournament that Gomrath will be hosting on the 3rd, which is this Saturday. Make sure you are able to, if you're able to attend, that you check out the stream, check out his channel, and make up your team so that you can participate. I'll go ahead and focus here because this is going to be a relatively difficult team for me to beat. He's going to start with his Valk, I'm certain, so I'm going to start with my Crab. Yeah, he thinks he's real sneaky putting his Valk in the 3rd slot. I know your ways, so I'm going to go ahead and Shell Shield. Oh! Well, that's one way to use your Valk. Alright. I guess he is pretty sneaky, actually. I did not see that one coming. Not sure why he didn't bring in his little bling. His arachnophobia is I want to go ahead and bring in my crystal spider just because he is so worthless against little bling. So I'm gonna go ahead sticky web him? Yes, I want to sticky web him because I don't want him to be able to swap into his little bling. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and stun him here. Gonna sticky web again. I think I'll sticky web one last time, and then that way he will activate my racial before I spiderling swarm him. Alrighty, this is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and spiderling swarm. It's gonna hit for a lot of damage. Yeah, he's almost dead now. Alrighty, I am dead. My surge doesn't hit for very much, but his heal doesn't hit me for very hard either. I think I'm just gonna bring in my rabbit. Let me see. A triple hit should kill him, but I don't really want to depend on that, so I'm just going to burrow, and the burrow will for sure kill him. He might swap here, but there isn't much point. Yeah, it was better for him to go ahead and swap it. It was very unlikely that his beast would be useful later on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and dodge. I mean, I do have Unholy Ascension on me again, so I do have a very good team for basically stalling out his Unholy Ascension. He's gonna go ahead and extra plating. That's actually really good against my rabbit because I already hit him so weak. Probably go ahead and just flurry since I can't be hit anyways. And then I might actually swap. He has make it rain, I'm sure, since he didn't set up a rocket while I was dodging, so I'll probably bring in my crab since he takes, wait, he is running launch rocket. Well, my rabbit should be in a very good position against his little bling later on. I'm gonna go ahead and heal from that rocket, which he still hasn't used. Okay. Alrighty. No reason to start my shell shield since he does have that rocket, so I'm just going to start spamming surges into him while he has his extra plating on cooldown. He's going to hit me hard here, but it's not that hard. Going to keep running surge. Surge is really quite good against little bling because his alpha strike or smack that doesn't hit as hard. Also, I can always get that cheap shot in right before he uses his extra plating. Speaking of cheap shot, there's my Gladiator Lhasa. Alrighty, and like I said, there's just really no point in, or I don't know if I said that. I was thinking there's really no point in using Shell Shield since he does have that rocket. I'm gonna go ahead and heal here. He might go for a smack that. That would be really kind of smart of him because that would mean that he knows that I'm using my heal now. Wait, did I disconnect? Crap. Oh, no, it's just weird lag. Okay. So the rocket's gonna hit me. I'm gonna heal, and now I am actually going to survive one more rocket before kicking the bucket, so that's pretty good. Just whittling down his robot real quick. Gonna go ahead and throw out another surge. That rocket will... Okay, so I am going to die from a smack that, so I'm going to go ahead and surge him one more time. My rabbit should be able to clean him up really, really well since he is running the rocket. And I do have all of my dodges, so... Okay, I'm not sure why he threw up another rocket. He should have killed me with the smack that, but it's okay. This is a very good team for me to go up against with mine, actually. It ended up being really pretty strong against his. So he's going to kill me there. I'm just going to go ahead and hit him with a flurry here, in case he goes for an extra plating. He is, but my flurry will be able to take out his robot. Alright, so that's going to be a win. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't promise a win with all of these teams. It is kind of difficult to get wins with calendar-only pets against some of the top-tier meta teams, so there's a couple teams in particular that I will probably go ahead and bow out right from the get-go, just because I just, you know, if I run into an Emperor Crab, none of these teams have a chance. Maybe the Karahi Gardling, but probably not. The problem with the Emperor Crab is the team I keep running into runs an imp, so I can't just hit him with my Robo Chick because I'm just taking immolation damage and melting on my robot. So he's really not a good counter against that team. And the Karahi Garling's okay, but I just keep running into an imp and a crab, so if I run into that team, I'll probably just go ahead and insta-forfeit. But just because I have already lost him so many times. I've actually tried to make this video probably about 6 times up to date, and I just keep running into tier 1 teams that I don't have a chance against, so... no, I don't mind losing, but I do kind of mind, you know, his pets all being full health and mine being dead at the end of the game. That's no fun. So, anyways, back to the tournament. It will be this Saturday. Yes, it will be this Saturday on the 3rd. Gomrath will be hosting it. Make sure you check out his channel and find out the details so y'all can participate. But the TLDR is you do need 9 separate pets so that you have 3 unique teams at least. I have 4. But unfortunately, I just found out I'm not actually going to be able to make it because I got scheduled for work that night. So I'm not going to be able to make it this time, but there should be some great competition. I got to play against Brawler and Gomrath last time, and it was a lot of fun. Just a really great community whenever you get to play with these wild-caught pets that aren't using, you know, the Tarot Claw, Wicked Soul, Emperor Crab, you know, Fiendish Imp, all these top-tier pets that you don't have a chance against with these other teams. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend y'all check it out. Even if you don't have all 9 pets and you don't think you'll be able to compete, you can still obviously check out the stream, and it will be on Gomrath's channel. It'll be a lot of fun to watch and super fun to participate in. So I'm gonna go ahead and try leaving queue. Trying again. There we go. Works like a charm. So gonna be playing with my team. I think this is Triple Trouble. It is, and the reason it is Triple Trouble is all 3 of my pets are kind of slow, but they all have speed increasers. So, okay, he's obviously running a Mana Surge team. What do I want to do about that? I think I'll start with my Armadillo. He's probably going to start with Emagosa or the Erudite Fiendling, since they have the Arcade Storm. I'm going to go ahead and Powerball here. And I don't really see much point in Using my shell shield just because he does so much burst and AoE that my shell shield really isn't much use, so I think I'm just going to use my thrash. I am actually already faster than his entire team just with one power ball, so that's pretty good. He might swap here, but in case he doesn't, I'm just going to go ahead and keep using thrash. Sorry about that, it's pretty hard to see through the arcane winds. And I think I will actually take him out here. Yeah, good job, Stoned Armadillo. You are the best. So, he's doing good work. Oh, he's still faster than me. That's awkward. I am going to bring in my Robo Chick because he takes... Am I? Maybe I'll just bring in my Fawn. I think I will bring in my Fawn. I was going to bring in my Robo Chick because I didn't want to take... Oh, he doesn't even have Mana Surge. Well, this is Amagosa. Alrighty. Well, if he has Breath, I actually have an incredibly good matchup. So I'm going to throw up that Siphon Life. And he's going to go for the Surge of Power. I guess he was hoping for a crit. I'm just going to spam some Diseased Bites. He will recover on the next round, so I'm going to go ahead and buff my speed. Now I'm faster than him, so I can Diseased Bite before he does anything. I'm assuming he does have Breath, but he still should have used it before the Surge of Power, so that he had a chance to kill me. Yeah, he does have Breath. Alrighty, and I will kill him with a Diseased Bite. So, my zombie Bambi is doing pretty good here. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm assuming he's just gonna go into Mana Surge. My dot just doesn't do that much damage, so I'll probably go ahead and use my Diseased Bite. Sometimes you want to go ahead and use your Siphon Life as a dot, even though you're not going to be benefiting from the heal. But against this guy, I kind of just want to burn him down quickly. Okay. Now I am going to bring in that Robo Chick. Because I take weak damage from his Mana Surge, I'll go ahead and throw up my Wind Up. I'll hit him with a peck, and then basically I'm going to want to use my Overtune right when I think it's close to me dying. I'll go ahead and use my Overtune now just to be safe. Yeah, he got a crit, so if he had gotten a double crit, I would have activated my Racial there. So I'm going to go ahead, peck him here, and I think a Wind Up will take him out on the next move. Actually, it's hard to tell because I do have my damage reduced. I think it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Wind Up here. Yeah, I got a crit, so that guaranteed the kill. Psychic Blast might have... No, I don't even think a Psychic Blast, but I had a really, really good matchup having my Mechanical versus his Magic there, so... Cool. Nice, relaxed team to go up against. I'm going to go ahead and play with my team. Don't eat the mushrooms. It does have some synergy here with the Nether Fairy Dragon's Moonlight and... or Moonlight effect. And the Creeping Fungus does extra damage under it. It just doesn't do really all that much great damage, and if they have a Shell Shield, it straight up doesn't do any damage. But if they don't have a Shell Shield and they stay in, they will just 100% die 2 dots from the Moonlight, Creeping Fungus, and Stampede. And if you're extra lucky, you can sometimes even get a Corpse Explosion off right before you die. Okay, and a Tarot Claw. So this is a little more like what I was used to seeing earlier. I feel like he's just going to start with his Nexus Whelpling, so I'll probably start with my Fairy Dragon. He is going to start with his Kunlai-Runt. Okie dokie. Well, I think we're the same speed after he slows me, so I don't really want any of that. I'll probably go ahead and dodge here. Throw out my Moonfire. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and use an Arcane Blast. No, I want to keep him as high health as possible. I'm gonna bring in my Shale Hatchling next, just to take a Frost Shock. I'm actually kind of tempted to have him take the Deep Freeze too. Yeah, I don't want to chance my Infected Swirl getting stunned, so I'm actually going to purposely let him stun me on my Elemental, just because my Elemental is straight up garbage against his entire team. I'm basically going to have him be my Elec plushie and soak the damage. Gonna throw up a Creeping Fungus, and if he stays in, it's gonna do a lot of damage. That's great. Alright, he's gonna straight up die on the next round. Not this round, but like the next round. If he lets me get a Stampede off. He is not. Okay, that's smart. That's smart. I probably could have predicted that and thrown up another Creeping Fungus, but it's really fine. If he uses his dodge here, I will be able to get up a... Okay, yeah, that's good. That's very good. Because now I will be able to get up a Creeping Fungus on his bird under one round of Moonlight. Alrighty, so here's a Creeping Fungus. It's not that great. And then I will, here's what I was talking about, I will actually be able to get a Corpse Explosion off since he is going to kill me here. Since he killed me first, I get the Corpse Explosion off, and then I can Stampede. Don't think it'll bring him down below his racial, but if it does, then I will be able to hit him with a Moonfire. Yeah, if Moonfire was up, I think it would take him down below his racial, but as it is, it won't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in my, my Nether Fairy Dragon. I'm going to throw up Moonfire, even though I know he's going to dodge, just because it does buff the damage from Creeping Fungus to the point where he's going to just take a ton of dot damage here. I'm going to dodge here since he can't hit, since I can't hit him with an Arcane Blast anyways. And then I'm going to hit him with an Arcane Blast. He's probably going to swap out though, but oh, he didn't. That's pretty good. He's going to swap out now, unfortunately, with his bird to heal on the back line. Yeah, so he's going to bring in that guy. I'm going to save my Moonfire for... Or do I want to just... I don't really want to take a Mana Surge on my Fairy Dragon. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hit him with a Moonfire real quick. I'm not going to try to switch the weather on him or anything. I'm just going to... Because the thing is, he's going to proc his racial using the AoE on my Elemental. So I'm going to go ahead, sack my Hatchling. Now I have my dodge back off cooldown, so I'll be able to dodge the rest of his Mana Surge. I'll be able to proc my racial with an Arcane Blast, and I actually can just use another Arcane Blast, which is great to finish him off. It's going to bring in his bird, and I think my Fairy Dragon might actually be able to take out his bird. He's almost certainly going to dodge here, so I'm going to save my Moonfire. I think. Yeah, I'm going to save my Moonfire. I'm just going to keep stacking this up until I know it's full damage. I know it is by now. But I'm going to go ahead and hit him with Moonfire here. They both do equal damage now, so it's good for me to go ahead and get that Moonfire up just for the extra magic damage from, yeah, an extra 10% magic damage. My racial's procced, and he doesn't have a dodge, so if he was running Claw, I probably would have lost, but I do take weak damage from his Alpha Strike, so I'll be able to hit him first here, and that'll proc my racial, and he'll die on the next round, so... Awesome! I did not expect to win against him, but I'll definitely take that happily. Always nice to beat a Terraclaw, so... Cool. I'll go ahead and then finish off with this team, South Park, using Butters, my Queer Ahi Guardling, and the Rabid Nut Varmint 5000. Not a great team, but it's pretty okay. The Guardling is the best humanoid in... Well, I think he's the only humanoid. He is probably the best pet in Kalimdor. He's countered by a couple other pets. But he's probably the speed is probably the best pet. I'm expecting to see a lot of those in the tournament. Well, I'm not going to see him, but I'll watch the stream after he uploads it, obviously. I expect there to be a lot of them because they are so good. And that's actually why I had this team, Triple Troubles, because it's pretty alright against a Karahi Guardling. Because I can go faster, I have a critter that can't get stunned, I have an undead that does strong damage to him. Double Dragonkin team, very interesting. He's going to start with his Chrominius, so I'm going to predict a Howl Surge of Power and hit him with a Crush, and then there's the Howl. Then I will stun so that there's no way he can hit me while I am taking 100% extra damage. I'm going to hit him with another Crush just for the strong damage, and then I will probably swap into my Nut Varmint to take the Surge of Power. Okay, he's bringing a Celestial Dragon, and I take extra damage from Flamethrowers, so... I think I will just go ahead and stay in since I have such a good matchup against his dragons. I'm surprised he hasn't brought in Chuck. Although I guess he does take extra damage from Sandstorm. It's possible he'll bring that in as soon as... I mean, that does buff his heal, but it also buffs mine, so... It's really not going to help him out very much. As much as it will just help me. So I'm just going to keep spamming Crush. It's kind of saving my Sandstorm. And it's possible that that's exactly why he hasn't brought in his Chuck, like I said, because I do have that strong flying damage versus his aquatic. Alrighty, I will be able to take out his Celestial Dragon here. I'm low enough where he can probably just kill me with a couple surges, so I am very surprised that he's bringing in his Chrominius. He might go for that Surge of Power since I am within kill shot range, so I'm going to go ahead and stun him first. Probably going to hit him with... I think I'm going to finally use that Sandstorm, because that Sandstorm... and that was a very unfortunate time for him to swap in his Chuck, because he is going to get hit with that. Now, I don't have a magic pet to soak the blood in the water. As far as matchups go, I think my best chance is to bring in my Turtle, just because my Nut Varmint is so good against his Chrominius, assuming he is running Surge of Power, but, you know. Gonna go ahead, and I'm already faster than him as it is, so really no reason to use Power Balls. I'm just going to go ahead and bite him. I can heal after... Ooh, I missed. That's a bummer. So he's going to land that. I'm going to go ahead and heal. And my Sandstorm's really quite good because it basically blocks the bleed, so... Not basically, I just straight up am not taking bleed damage, so that's pretty nice. If he howls me, he can't actually use his Surge of Power with 100% because the bleed will use the howl. Yep, there's the Surge of Power. So now I can just bite him, heal, whatever I want to do. I think I'm going to heal first. And it should be pretty straightforward from here. Proct is racial, but he doesn't really have anything to use it on except his AoE, so... Oh, I got a nice crit, though, before he could use it. Alright, he's going to bring in his Chuck. I think I'm just going to stay in on my Turtle. And I do have the extra plating to soak the blood in the water, so I think I will go ahead and use that. Before he lands the blood in the water, there it is, but it only does 312 damage now. I'll go ahead and heal since That's kind of the idea of the nut varmint, is he's very tanky. He can throw up his extra plating, and then he can heal up to full with repair. So he's probably actually one of the best pets with extra plating. I typically prefer to play him with the overtune ability and whatever else he has, even though it's, I think it's like an undead attack that makes your opponent do more damage and take a little bit more too as well. Alrighty, so I probably should have I'm going a little extra hamsy just to take him out real quick. But ooh, 234. I think he is going to kill me. Yeah, alrighty, so my nut varmint is going to sacrifice himself for the win here. Oh, he just went for the bleed, I guess. If he had gone for the surge, I actually would have died to the bleed tick, so got a flawless victory there. Very, very lucky for sure that I was queuing into these easier to beat teams, because these teams here are not going to beat tier 1 teams. Like, honestly, even if they're not played very well. I was able to beat a, what was it, like a Valk or something? But like, it wasn't that strong of a team. Oh, Terraclaw, I beat the Terraclaw. Basically because he let me put the dots on his bird. If he had soaked those with something else, I wouldn't have been able to kill his bird. So, pretty lucky I got that win for sure. But yeah, for example, whenever I first tried these teams, I went like 0, 0, 0, and 1. So I went like, yeah, I got a loss on all 3 of these teams, and then I think I won with this one. So it's hard to beat tier 1 teams with these, but they're fun pets. And I think versus the other pets that you'll see, there are a couple of the good pets. The moths are obviously have a high potential. The grub, whatever his name is, the maggot. The maggot might actually be a pretty good counter for the Karahi Guardling, just because he takes weak damage from the crush, and he has that consume. But as far as what I think will do best, I think these 2 pets will do pretty good against the Karahi. Just because you can go faster, you have strong damage with your disease bite, and then I threw this on just because he can't get stunned. So even though he does weak damage under Sandstorm with Thrash and does weak damage with Powerball, he can kind of stack his Shell Shield, which is kind of cool. I don't know. He's if you're going up against a Karahi Guardling with a Stone Armadillo, and like you really think that somebody else is going to be using that team, you probably do want to run Infected Claw. I just like using Powerball because it's fun to go fast against the meta. So the Stone Armadillo with Infected Claw and Scratch will probably be a very solid pick for any team, just because he will be able to take out the Karahi. This team is really quite good. It uses 3 of the best pets. As far as what the best pets are, the Crystal Spider, you'll want an H. Actually, I chose a Balance on purpose, just because having that 305 speed with the health speed really isn't going to put you faster than anything else important in the Kalimdor meta. So I went for the little bit more attack power with the balance. 292 is pretty nice, and I actually played against a guy. I was able to take out a Singing Sunflower. Nothing he could do either. Basically, actually, he could have played a little differently. Here's the thing: is I knew he would open up with Sunlight, so I basically let him do that. Hit him with a Sticky Web so that he couldn't swap out. Then before he could put up his heal, I hit him with a Crystal Prison, hit him with another Sticky Web, hit him with a Spiderling Swarm, hit him with another Sticky Web, and basically just spammed Sticky Webs. He activated my Racial with a Solar Beam, and so my Sticky Web just wouldn't allow him to switch out, and it did extra damage because of my Racial, and I was able to kill him with one more Spiderling Swarm at the end, so pretty cool pet for sure. And then obviously the Alpine Hare, any speed rabbit. I think there's a regular hare and like one other pet. And then there's the shore crab, who's wannabe emperor crab, but he's still pretty good. These 3 pets are going to be really strong in the Kalimdor tournament, and like I said, these 3 pets will be pretty good at countering them as well as being pretty solid themselves. This pet's kind of a fun pet that uses Powerball. He might be pretty good in the tournament. And like I said, the Karahi Guardling. These 2 pets, the Nether Fairy Dragon and the Karahi Guardling, are going to be your 2 strongest pets, but the Karahi Guardling obviously has that strong humanoid damage versus him, so it's kind of going to be a toss-up which one of these would come out on top. Really, it literally is kind of a coin toss-up because they have equal speed, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see how it turns out, but like I said, unfortunately I won't be able to participate in this one, so wish you all the best of luck, and just keep a lookout for that video from Gomrath to and I'll link it in the description if it actually comes out before I finish uploading my video, to explain all the rules and stuff. But yeah, hopefully this will give y'all a good idea of some fun teams that y'all can use in that tournament. And other than that, it's really just a fun video of lesser used pets from the wild. So anyways, Lenica signing off. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video.